Welcome back, movie lovers. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful and critically acclaimed films of the 1970s, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, 1975. Directed by Milos Forman, based on Ken Kesey's novel, this film offers a profound exploration of mental illness, freedom, and rebellion against oppressive authority. With an unforgettable performance by Jack Nicholson as Randall P. McMurphy, the film not only won 5 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, but also left an indelible mark on cinema. In this video, we'll take a closer look at the most memorable dialogues, dissect key scenes, and share some interesting facts about this iconic film. Let's get started. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is packed with sharp, impactful dialogues that reflect the film's tension between individuality and institutional control. Here are some of the most famous quotes. Randall P. McMurphy, Jack Nicholson. "Which one of you nuts has got any guts?" This line is delivered by McMurphy during one of the pivotal moments in the film, capturing his defiance and the sense of chaos he brings into the hospital. It's both humorous and a rallying cry for the other patients to stand up to Nurse Ratched's oppressive control. Randall P. McMurphy, Jack Nicholson. "You're not an idiot. Ha! You're not a goddamn loony now, boy. You're a fisherman." McMurphy uses this line to inspire the other patients to break free of the label society has imposed on them. This dialogue comes during the iconic fishing trip scene, where McMurphy gives the patients a brief taste of freedom and self-worth. Nurse Ratched, Louise Fletcher. "If Mr. McMurphy doesn't want to take his medication orally, I'm sure we can arrange that he can have it some other way." This chilling line highlights Nurse Ratched's authoritarian control over the patients and her willingness to enforce rules through intimidation. Her calm, cold demeanor contrasts sharply with McMurphy's fiery rebellion. Randall P. McMurphy, Jack Nicholson. "I must be crazy to be in a loony bin like this." McMurphy's realization of the environment he's in, a mental institution where true madness lies in the strict control and dehumanization of the patients, is both ironic and poignant. It also reflects the film's broader critique of institutional authority. "Chief Bromden will Sampson. Juicy fruit." This seemingly simple line, delivered by Chief Bromden when he finally speaks to McMurphy, marks a pivotal moment in the film. It symbolizes the beginning of Bromden's awakening from the fog of institutional control and his connection with McMurphy. Let's take a closer look at some of the film's most iconic scenes and themes that will captivate your audience and keep them engaged. McMurphy's entrance and defiance. From the moment McMurphy enters the institution, we see his rebellious energy challenge the rigid order imposed by Nurse Ratched. He quickly becomes a leader among the patients, encouraging them to push back against the stifling rules. One standout moment is when he questions the hospital's policies and tries to vote to watch the World Series. This scene symbolizes McMurphy's fight for freedom and individuality in the face of oppressive control. The fishing trip, one of the most heartwarming scenes in the film. The fishing trip serves as a metaphor for escape and empowerment. McMurphy takes a group of patients on an unsanctioned trip, giving them a chance to break free from their institutionalized lives and feel human again. The joy on their faces as they steer the boat and catch fish is a powerful reminder of the healing power of autonomy. The electroshock therapy scene. After multiple acts of defiance, McMurphy is subjected to electroshock therapy, a scene that is both harrowing and poignant. As McMurphy is strapped to the table, the audience feels the weight of his resistance and the cruelty of the institution. Despite the brutality, McMurphy's mischievous wink to his fellow patients afterward shows that his spirit hasn't been completely broken. The climax. McMurphy's fate and Chief Bromden's escape. The film's heartbreaking climax reveals the full extent of Nurse Ratched's control when McMurphy is subjected to a lobotomy, leaving him a shell of his former self. However, the film ends on a note of hope with Chief Bromden's escape. Bromden, inspired by McMurphy's defiance, lifts the water fountain and breaks free from the institution. It's a triumphant moment, symbolizing the resilience of the human spirit and the desire for freedom. Now, let's dive into some fascinating behind-the-scenes facts that make One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest even more interesting. Filming in a real mental institution. The film was shot in Oregon State Hospital, an actual mental institution. Many of the extras in the film were real patients from the hospital, giving the movie an authentic, gritty feel. Jack Nicholson's method acting. Jack Nicholson stayed in character throughout filming, often interacting with the other actors as McMurphy, even when the cameras weren't rolling. His intense performance, blending humor and rebellion, was so powerful that it earned him an Academy Award for Best Actor. Milos Forman's direction. Director Milos Forman allowed the actors to improvise many of their scenes, which added to the film's sense of spontaneity and raw emotion. This method gave the actors freedom to explore their characters' personalities in a way that felt organic and real. Louise Fletcher's cold performance. Louise Fletcher's portrayal of Nurse Ratched is one of the most chilling performances in film history. To maintain the icy tension between Ratched and McMurphy, Fletcher deliberately avoided interacting with Nicholson off-camera, creating a palpable distance that mirrored their on-screen conflict. Michael Douglas as producer. Did you know that One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was produced by Michael Douglas? His father, Kirk Douglas, had starred in a stage adaptation of the novel and spent years trying to get a film made. Michael finally succeeded, and the film became a massive critical and commercial success. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is a powerful story about freedom, rebellion, and the human spirit's resistance to oppression. Jack Nicholson's unforgettable performance, combined with Milos Forman's masterful direction, makes this film a must-watch for any cinema lover. What's your favorite scene from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into iconic films.